Happy Monday. Hope you guys are all well rested after the weekend. Make sure you rise and grind to success. We are back again with Roma.
Whoop, whoop.
We're going to talk about some more things that have happened this week, some of the events and stuff going on, some crazy stuff.
It's been real fun.
Yeah, it's been interesting. Needless to say. Well, let's get this kicked off. Sunday, they had a Jags football game. I don't really know how they did. I think they won. So
yeah, for like once ever.
We had Thanksgiving come up, but that was fun and relaxing. Besides the whole guy stealing the car.
I think that was after Thanksgiving.
No, it was before Thanksgiving. It was Sunday.
It was?
It was the Sunday before. It's been a
Oh,
minute.
wow. My car's been gone that long. So do you want to tell them about what happened to my car?
So, Sunday, some guy walks into our tattoo shop. We had just walked out the back to take some of our clients back to their car, walk them outside. And while we went back there, the dude just walked into the tattoo shop. Apparently, Roma had left her keys in her book bag behind the front desk. And in that time, apparently he dug through the bag, stole some money, grabbed the keys. I believe we probably scared him when we walked in the door.
Yeah, thankfully he didn't take my credit card or ID.
Yeah, he was just like walking towards the door. I stopped him. I was like, hey man, can I help you? And you were looking a little lost. He was like, yeah, I was just trying to see how much your cheapest tattoo was. You know, I was like, normally it start out about $100, but I could probably swing something for 80. Dude's like, man, I'll have to come back when I got some more money. I'm like, whatever. He leaves. I had another consultation walk in shortly after that, and I did my consultation, and after we were done, Liz was like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and leave. And grabs a bag, notices keys are missing. So we go out back to just double check for the car. Sure enough, no car.
Yeah, I walk out to let the dog out to drive home, and we just go out and there's no car. I don't know if y'all ever had that feeling where your car's been towed or stolen, but just like walk out and it just not be there. It's just gone.
It was pretty. Sounds like
Trey just got here.
Sounds like Red Rum's here. But yeah, so it was just weird. I felt like, I don't know, this dude. I think that dude stole our car. Had to. So naturally call the police, do everything we need to, check security cameras. Sure enough, catch the guy walking out. Going around the corner, he's got the keys, he hits the button, boom, boom,
welcome,
boom.
Welcome, podcast
And then,
time. You're good. You can come in.
He just,
We're just talking about my car getting stolen.
The car. Yeah. So.
Well, I called the police and it took them, like 45 minutes, and then you literally had to go out in the middle of the road and stop
I went
them.
out in the middle of the street, was literally flagging them down, and was like, hey man, can I help you? And I was like, dude, somebody just stole my car, we called you, it's been about 45 minutes, nobody's pulled over. I've seen 6 cops drive by. Nobody's stopped. So,
You can grab one of these chairs if you need it.
I was just like, I was just kind of like, you guys give us a hand. So we went and got the video cameras from the neighbor, seen all that stuff, and got it all reported. And I think it was like 3-4 hours later, they call us and they're like, hey, we found your car down here in Jack's Beach.
Yeah, I was like, oh God, what is my car going to look like? Like the whole drive down. I was like, yeah, stressed.
Not even knowing. We get there, car's got flat tire, dude's trying to change the tire apparently. He was driving on the rim, pulled up to a Target, and went inside and stole a milk, apparently.
Yeah. A True Moo milk.
A True Moo.
Was it chocolate or vanilla?
It
or
was
white, not vanilla.
White house, white house. But then he was like, then I guess they paged over the intercom for whoever to own the blue Toyota to move it. So this dude just leaves with the milk, jumps in the car, drives away, hits the curbs, pulls over, tries to change the tire that was already flat that he was driving on, apparently. Tries to carjack 2 or 3 other cars, and then I guess gets into a last car that had someone in it, gets them out of it, takes the car, and wrecks it. And when they found him on the scene of the other accident, he had my keys in his pocket still. So, yeah, it is.
Oh, it's still recording? Okay,
Yeah,
we're just making
still
sure.
recording.
I was like, I don't see it moving at all.
I don't see it moving either.
No, it's recording.
Is it? Okay.
It's all red and good.
Sorry, ADHD over here. Normally that's you.
When I walked in, I didn't see it recording, but I wasn't
Dang.
going to say nothing. I was just like,
oh, it's definitely
okay.
going. The
Y'all said
numbers.
y'all was doing the podcast.
think the numbers are moving.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
it's alright.
Look,
Yeah, look, the
is
the
it
bar in the
recording?
back's moving. Man.
Jesus
Look,
Christ!
See it in the back, the big green bar on the top. It's moving. It's good.
We're good. We're good.
Take 2.
Take 2.
You know,
tell
like,
we've never
take
done this
10.
before, you know, this is our first
Take
time.
10. No, this is our second time. Okay.
Second
But yeah,
time.
so he wrecked my car. He had my keys on him. They arrested him. Yada yada.
Yeah,
Now it's
needless
in
to
the
say,
shop.
You know, don't
2 weeks later.
Don't leave the front of your store unattended, not even for 5 minutes down here in Jacksonville, boy, down in Dirty Duval.
Bro, it was like
They
20
were-
seconds.
Man, it was so quick, dude. I didn't expect that. You know, there wasn't really much we could have done to plan for that at all.
So now they're still fixing my car. I gotta pay a
Fixing the whip.
deductible.
Paying the deductible, getting that back. And we're gonna figure
Still
out
no
what we're gonna
mug
do.
shot. I tried calling, asking for a mug shot. They have a new system. They can't figure it out and give me a mug shot. So
Good job, JSO.
love it.
Just said, let me see this motherfucker's face.
Let me find him. Let me see what he looks
Yeah.
like.
Let me catch the little 1,
Find
2
out what you
piece
look
on
like.
his
Why?
ass.
Well, I was like, how are you supposed to protect this shop if, like, I don't even know what he looks like? Like, cool. I guess if
Yeah.
he hands me an ID, I'm like, I can see his name.
Dude.
I don't know it's
You
him.
kind of look like the guy. Can I see your ID?
Yeah, can I
Oh,
see
man,
it?
dude.
He
Yeah,
just
the other
looks like a
remember
white
the other
dude.
day, the other
Yeah.
guy came in to get a tattoo.
I
and
thought that
like,
was
I
him
thought
or
it
a
was him
relative,
for some,
and I was like, oh, hell no.
For a second, I don't know, man. He looked like the guy. and
I
was
checked
just
the
like,
ID, though,
fuck.
just to make sure.
This dude's relative just cause.
Just to sit us down. That's
Just
us
'cause he did it.
being, that's how paranoid we are.
Yeah.
Dope his ass.
Like, that would never
Yeah, it
happen,
was bad.
really. So.
But yeah, so we're back on page.
But we left the new shop, so what's the update on this shop? We'll talk about the warehouse chaos at the end. So
Oh, all right.
so the new shop
The new shop. So we're moved into the new historical building. Downtown
may or may not be
Jacksonville.
haunted. May not have been a
Brothel. Heard it was a brothel.
For like
this shit was
back
definitely
in-
a rock.
3 people.
Yeah, three people that have been to this building or heard of the building we're in.
There's no shower
has,
though.
Maybe not
Who said they
now.
were gonna shower?
Yeah, who said they showered?
I thought all
Why?
brothels had a
Yeah.
shower.
Bro, come on.
This don't have to be
They
a
had
dirty
water-
one.
they
A
had
water
water-
and a spigot out.
They had a
out
spigot out
back.
there.
They got us
They said go wash up real quick.
Well, I thought it was supposed to be like a hotel.
They say you never put holes in a cup and just hold it above your head.
This isn't a classy one. They made it. It's a historical landmark, and it's named the Plaza Hotel. That makes
Hey.
it sounds very official,
Very official.
like a bougie brothel.
So bougie brothel. That's what we should call our
when
shit.
you're
We should
fucked
start a
up on
brothel
couple
called.
lines of coke, anything looks
I
pretty
guess
bougie
so,
to
yeah.
your ass.
Like, this building's beautiful. It looks like a castle. They think they're like in
Anything looks
England.
good, bro. Anything looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, side note, we got nominated for best tattoo shop, so we got to vote for
Hey.
it for
Oh, for real?
2022. Yeah.
Best tattoo shop.
So I'll put the links down so you guys can go vote for Oxford Ink Tattoo.
Magazine.com or
Folio.
something.
You said Folio,
Folio,
Jesus.
Folio. Hey.
And then Jrock for the best tattoo artist. He's nominated.
Yeah. Been nominated. Now you just gotta go vote.
Yeah,
so
you
can
literally
secure
just
the
click
spot,
vote. It
dude.
is so
It's
easy.
free.
It is free, and they
If
don't
you want to
solicit
support
you.
me and you supported what we've been doing since the beginning.
Day one.
Best
day
believe
one,
we see the steps.
you know.
Yeah.
There we go.
I can see
Yeah.
who's watching.
I got that app that shows me what you all
Ew.
quit following me and shit.
Do you really?
Hell
That's
yeah.
embarrassing.
Hell yeah.
We
Cringe.
gonna make sure these people.
Yeah.
What?
Cringe.
Yeah, I mean,
Fucking Atlantic Records this week just got called out by a fan because they were using bots to boost Lil
Numbers.
Uzi's and Don
Oh,
Toliver's.
I did hear about
video.
that. Yeah, that's
See?
fun.
Yeah.
Well, and
That
they've been doing that
way.
with podcasts. They've been iHeartRadio's been supposedly,
A
allegedly, been paying.
allegedly.
A fan called them out on
Yeah.
the YouTube comments. He was like,
That's awesome.
"Hey, y'all go check all these comments and see how they're just all like
Spam.
random emojis and like spam this shit."
Ooh.
And then
Yeah.
got called out on the
Dude, somebody, I'm not going to say who it is, but I caught somebody else on Instagram. They had 300 followers, and then they just randomly went up to 1,600 the next day. I'm like, yeah, okay, bro. Think I didn't
oh
catch
man,
that.
you know that. That's just what they're doing.
There's another shop.
Clout chasing is a hell of a drug, man.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this cop got 1,600 followers. They're legit, like no engagement, like
No
2
engagement.
likes.
Our dicks must be that big for them wanting to ride on it.
Yeah, I was like,
It must be.
okay.
That's the only thing.
Must be this tall. Must be this old.
Yeah, the new shop's been good
to
though.
hop on this.
What's
ride.
your favorite part of the new shop?
Um,
The
Having a good landlord.
I mean, I really enjoy just the whole thing.
Oh yeah, tell them where you're at right now.
So right now we are in the studio. We moved from the podcast room just to feel a different vibe. I think we'll switch it up a little bit here and just give you takes of different angles of the whole place. I think that'll be the fun.
We have a
thing
lot
to
of
do.
brothel rooms.
A lot of brothel rooms. There's lots of there's
I think it'll be
room for
good.
legs to be open back. A lot of room.
Nerp.
No, but right now we are in the studio. We got our engineer here, Red Rum, who makes.
Why don't you put your head in front of the camera? Because right now I only have one camera, so.
There's one camera.
Yep, there you go.
Boom. He's famous. Look at that. It's all it took.
Look at that.
It's all it took, boy.
That's all
You know. But yeah, so with some of those situations, as moving in, we've been taking a lot of punches. That's why they call your boy Rocky Balboa.
I've never heard anybody
calls you
say
that?
that.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody. We're
We're
both like, who called you that?
Never happened.
They called you Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. I've been called several things.
Hey, go watch this podcast. Be like,
Rocky
"Yeah,
Balboa,
they call him
never.
Never. He wishes. Y'all comment
I
Rocky
was just
Balboa
saying.
in the
I was just
comments.
saying because I keep taking hits.
You know, now you're into like New Jersey and.
No, the real shit. All the shit happening, man. You just gotta
Keep it pushing.
We're in the new location. Didn't really think that we would be here after everything that had happened with the warehouse and losing the money and everything else. But we kind of pushed it together, took chances, kept networking, didn't stop, kept creating, making it all together, and just painting one big picture that I think everybody is excited to.
Why don't you tell them like how old this building and stuff is? Because I don't think they know. Like the history behind it.
Alright, so
Do you
this
remember?
building was built in 1863 by the Surgeon General, and
Who was buried outside.
No, he ain't. Y'all
He
done
could
dug
be
up
buried.
the
He
stuff
could-
so
he
didn't
could be
find no
buried.
bones.
You done hit enough
Hopefully,
water
knock on
holes.
wood. God.
My man's in him was pulling stumps out the other day and hit a water line with an irrigation.
Yeah.
And that was an adventure to have to fix 2 days of just
Y'all did it though.
trying. But it's done now.
It's fixed though.
That's all that matters.
It's
And you kept a good
That's all.
attitude, so thank you.
Yeah. That was
I
interesting.
just can't believe it was like 20 minutes after you said something.
I know. I was like, just watch. Well, because I didn't want to be that annoying person that's like, watch out for the
Watch
water
out
thing.
what
But
you doing.
now I've been listening to my
He said he
intuition.
felt it too, and it felt like a root.
I'm sure it did. It was.
I think it was
surrounded
wrapped
by
around it.
roots.
Yeah. Because
It had
again, this is
dirt,
an old
rock, and
building.
roots all around it. It just felt like a dirty old root.
It's
He
an
was
old
like,
ass
"Oh, yeah,
building,
a
that's
root. Let's cut
why."
it."
Out the palm tree, and I just hear, bro. I look up and I just see Lars, and his
Spewing.
face was just
Dang.
like, fuck me. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
God
At that
damn it,
moment,
dog.
he knew.
He
God
fucked up.
damn it. I was like, bro, come on now. Now we gotta fix it.
And I only said like, hey, watch out for the water thing, because I knew y'all already
There
knew
you
it
go.
was there, but I'm like OCD and paranoid now about everything, so I
You
just
gotta
said
double
it just
check,
to say
you know?
it.
She was right.
Hey,
bro.
I just said it to confirm that you guys knew it was there, more so than like,
Right.
hey. So, but that's why this place is so old. And then it like burnt down in 1901,
Yeah,
and
it was
then
burnt
he
down.
rebuilt it in 1902,
Yeah.
what
And
it
it
is
was a
today.
brothel at some point, and
supposedly.
then it was a law office.
He redid like a lot of this stuff.
So
Made
yes,
it look
now,
good.
then it was a law office, and now it is us. And
It is us.
it is. It has been on abandonedflorida.com. It has had an
Hidden
article
Jacksonville.
with Hidden
No,
Jackson.
not yet.
No,
No.
they haven't put it on
Nope,
yet.
don't be throwing out no clout. They ain't put us out yet.
Hit in Jacksonville, hit us up. Post that shit.
Yeah.
Put us out there.
But no, it's on Abandoned Florida. They're really nice, and we have more stuff to come in the coming years, and then hopefully win this Folio magazine award for best tattoo shop in Jacksonville.
Yeah, that'll be alright. That'll be alright.
Yeah, you
That'd be
tired? You need a coffee?
I do need a coffee. I've been here since 9:30 this
I
morning.
know. Yeah. So again, this morning too. Yeah, it was just chaos.
Chaos. This morning, it was like 9:30 this morning.
We had
We
like
gotta
5
go
calls.
up there.
Shit,
Was
we
it
work
phone
at
calls?
9:30
Yeah, I
this
got
morning.
phone calls for tattoos. I'd already done 2 tattoos by 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
My rental car had a flat.
Rental car had a
Sensors
flat.
broken.
I mean, it was just all day this morning.
Long day.
Long day.
Well, I'm glad
But
we're
we
in
made
this new
2
one.
beats.
Made 2
Oh,
beats.
nice.
Spit some fire. Bro, J-Rock was spitting straight.
Spitting bars.
Yeah.
Spitting bars, son.
Straight flamos.
I was spitting bars. You'd have thought I was a Pez dispenser.
Oh my god.
Y'all gotta edit that cut out, right?
No,
Yeah.
this is all
You're
just
not gonna
take
edit
through,
what the
bro.
fuck is that Peds called?
This is a podcast. You
It's a
just say
podcast, boy.
whatever. People love just listening.
What's up, my boy?
Shit.
What's up, my boy?
Why
Wouldn't
don't
make
you
you
talk
wanna get
about?
rocked, my
We're not
boy.
going to say his name, but our old landlord, who was wonderful about all this stuff that was wrong.
Gabriella.
That's why we.
Gabrielle?
I said don't. Well, yeah, that's his alias.
Alias Gabriella.
I can say his name.
No, you can't.
Why can't I?
Cancel.
That
I need
dude-
that bleep beep.
Yeah, bleep, bleep, bleep. Like, no, that guy.
That was like the first
That dude was
month.
a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, like the first month we were there, the roof leaked,
Roof leak.
plumbing leak, AC went out.
Tried to blame me for all of it. He's like, "Oh, we didn't have no water issues before you got here. Now all of a sudden it's messed up." And I'm like, "Dude, this
And then
is not for
Roto-Rooter,
me." Yeah, they got it.
riding him out.
Roto-Rooter was like, "Dude, we've already told this guy last
replace all-
2 years ago that he had to replace all the water lines in here. It would be
He was too
$7,000.
cheap.
It was too cheap to do it." And I was like, "Oh, well, that's why he wanted me to call somebody else."
With the shape of an L on his
Yeah, he was like, don't call them. They're really expensive.
They're
I was like,
expensive.
what?
I'm
They're
like,
like the
no,
most
not
cost effective out of all of them.
But yeah, so
We had to get away from him. It was like 3 years of like,
chaos, man.
Yeah.
Then the tent, the hookah lounge over there, they was always throwing parties and being crazy on our parking, taking up all the parking out front.
yeah, harassing our neighbors.
Just all kinds of stuff. So that wasn't any fun. So we finally got away from all that, and we are here now, and we are happy in our
We're
great new
happy.
studio. Yeah.
So there's what all's here?
So we have a podcast room. Well, first floor. Start at the first floor. First floor is lobby and entertainment area up front. Then we have 3 tattoo rooms in the back. We also then go upstairs to where we have the office, the podcast room, the open room, which is technically going to be a game room. If we can get
We
some
are.
arcade
I'm
or something.
designing it
Yeah,
on,
we're still trying
on the iPad.
to plan it out. You know, we just have a lot of space. We have a manufacturing room where we make our screen printed stuff, our 3D printed items,
Art
and
classes.
our art classes, all of our painting and just drawings and stuff. Then we have the studio where we make all of our music, and the upstairs rooftop, which we would like to use for music videos and music also. So we got quite a bit going on.
So I'm going to show you the video I made of the warehouse, but don't get sad
Don't get sad
about it. Well, I got sad watching like how much work y'all put into it, and then I got really
Red
pissed
Rum ain't never
off.
even seen it.
I never get
No.
to see the warehouse.
Okay,
Man,
I'll
never
show
even seen
y'all.
The red,
Well,
the warehouse,
the
the red rum house.
Well, it's
Never
so
got to
nice,
see
but
it.
then as you see as the video goes on, it like you get more pissed off because more stuff happens that's not your responsibility, and you're like, it would not have worked there. Like even though it was like such a beautiful location.
I was supposed to move back when y'all got the warehouse because he was telling me about it.
Oh,
But I ended up
yeah.
staying longer.
So I'm gonna play it on my computer.
So I have to watch. So I'm not gonna be able to look at you
No.
creepy people
Well,
on
yeah.
the screen because I'm gonna have to pay attention.
No,
to
you
this
don't have to do
laptop.
that, but I'm gonna try to edit and post and put it where like your face is in like small rectangle, and then I'll have the video because I want them to be able to see the video on YouTube. So if you're listening to this as an audio, you'll have to go to YouTube to actually watch the video.
Yes.
But J-Rock will describe as much as he can. Hopefully
Describe
this
it.
isn't
So I
too
have to
cringe.
I have to narrate it.
Just kind of
Alright.
like just talking about, you know, I don't know.
All right, we can do that.
Hopefully this isn't too cringe.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Red Rum, you gotta watch it.
It's
What?
6
Don't
minutes
miss out.
long.
Sheesh.
Okay, you say sheesh, but it's like I don't know.
6 minutes.
Yeah,
Well,
It's
you
not
gotta
that
pull a
bad.
chair.
We'll go
Well, you know you
through it.
can't
We'll go
phantom.
through
You
it.
can't
Okay.
phantom chair for 6 minutes, bro.
Okay, well,
You might be skating every day, but them legs ain't ready yet.
My jello legs.
$6,500 down on this new
Oh yeah.
location.
Let's skip back
Hold on,
too.
we're checking.
God damn.
Let's
Okay,
skip
so
back.
this is us driving to. So it's a video of us driving to put our check down on this location because you like have to put down a
Oh,
security
so this is a deposit. So mind you,
Yeah.
Mind you, at this point in time,
Don't get angry watching this either.
we're going to put down a deposit for this new location that we're going to move our shop to, build a crazy fantasy factory type deal.
You're on video.
So
You're on video, FYI.
So the deposit is usually first month's rent and equal to first month's rent as a deposit. We got my typographer over
Yeah,
here
what the hell is
typing up what we're saying.
happening?
So the rent there was $6,500 plus the deposit was $6,500.
But we just had to put the deposit down because he had to remodel it.
$13,000, just in case you're counting on your fingers.
But he had to remodel it though, so we technically didn't put that one down because he said don't give it to me until like the remodel's done. So this was in
Right.
September. It was supposed to be done by December, which obviously you're gonna see didn't happen. Like you already know.
Yeah. So ultimately we ended up getting to give him $6,500 instead of $13,000.
Because he bought this, it was
Okay,
literally
so
abandoned. The warehouse was abandoned and like
abandoned warehouse that he
decrepit.
bought, and he was like, "Hey, I bought this warehouse. I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna do all these remodels for you. Just pay me the deposit now. I'll get the remodels done, and then when the remodels are done, you pay your first month's rent. And you can move in. You know. So
All right.
at that point,
You ready?
$13,000. Boom.
Okay, so this is just us talking about dropping it
We're
off.
about to put $6,500 down on this new location.
Absolutely. I'm excited. We have a lot of things in store for the future. You can hear the excitement.
We have
in
a
my
lot
voice.
of
I
we have a lot of fun stuff.
So excited.
Well, I mean,
So this is what made me sad listening to this. I was like, oh,
so
Jared hates being on
exciting-
camera.
It's exciting to spend $6,500. You know, I was happy
No.
I was in a position that I had money to spend like that, but it's a lot of money. You know, I'm
It
just
makes
like,
you wanna
I'm about
barf.
this. Yeah. So either way,
So
here's
this is what it looked like the outside of it. It was
big.
yeah.
It's huge.
Okay,
I mean,
so we're just
look
showing
at
the
this, you can fit-
outside.
you can fit
This
a-
is
a
the
tour
first
bus
time
in
we're
it.
walking in here. So look how decrepit it is. There's
my
like
God.
water everywhere.
Dude, look at
There's
the
no
water
plumbing,
all
no
over the place.
electrical.
Look, just hold. There's literally doors hanging off of frames in the wall.
So if you guys want to see what we're watching, you have to go to YouTube.
Link will be down in here.
But see all the water and flooding because it's all abandoned.
I had a vision though. I built my whole entire outlook on Tony Hawk Pro Skater on the Switch.
Oh, I forgot about
on
that,
the
yeah.
Build Your Own skate park. I built walls, and then I put all my ramps where I wanted, and then I put tables and chairs and trash cans were in there for the tattoo booths.
So this was the inside where and then you walk out to the skate park.
We did it, baby.
All
Proud of
excited.
you. Guys, this is
Business
awesome.
call.
Well, this is so awesome, yeah, and then we lose it.
Look at my hair, right? See how long my hair is?
2000.
Golly, boy.
2022.
And this property is 222. We thought 222 was like a good number. We were wrong. We were definitely wrong.
Okay.
I just put that in there because it was Noah.
Huge.
Fix the ACs. And then they're building the bathroom.
So that's where they built
here.
the bathrooms
I think they're
In the
building
loft,
in the
yeah.
loft.
there. But it's gonna be one bathroom too. And then we're gonna put the piercing room over here. And then when you go
Yeah,
from
dude.
here.
Oh my gosh! Look, so
they
this is
replace all the
inside.
top.
Like had like
This is-
daddy long legs
Look at the
everywhere.
ceiling that we did. There's the ceiling that was
That's the
already there.
ceiling.
This whole room. This is what it
And
looked like
then
before
we're
I
gonna
went
put
into
booths
it.
right
Right?
here.
I remodeled
Front
all of this
desk.
stuff, and this was all stuff that dude was supposed
He was
to have
supposed to
already did. He was
drywall
like, yeah, I'm
it,
gonna
yeah.
remodel and drywall all this. He left all these broken windows and
He said, "Welcome to my
So
crib."
excited.
welcome to my crib, MTV
Who's
cribs.
tired?
Look at that! Look at that!
Long
They
day,
built the
long
loft
day.
though.
So yeah,
Yeah,
here's
that loft looks
the
nice.
concert area, skate
But
park.
per
They
permits, that's
are-
you cannot have that. It
They
has to be
never- they never got
enclosed.
permits to
Okay,
build
so
it.
the women's
So they
bathroom-
illegally
It's
built all
so when I
this.
went to open, they were trying to hit me with not having permits to do all this, and was
Scary.
pretty much trying to tell me I had
And
to
then
tear
when
it
you
down
come
and
through
rebuild it.
here, just ignore that. Come through. Oh,
So
God,
that's
it's
where the
scary.
tattoo
Well, I'm not
room-
going
Yeah, so we were gonna build tattoo booths in here,
Maybe
boom, boom,
the boys'
boom, like 3 or
bathroom.
4 booths,
Tattoo
and
shop.
then just have the top
And
2 area in
then
the front.
upstairs
and
is
then
going to be
have
my office and his office.
The only thing that I'm
Skate park and-
bad about, you know.
So this is when I started framing. I framed the entire
Yeah,
room.
and
Look
then
at that. Look,
cleaning.
that's finished. Now I'm vacuuming.
Painting.
painting all the ceilings black, dude. Thousands of dollars. I spent probably about $7 to $8 grand on drywall, paint, you know, mud.
Oh, I didn't mean to put that sound in there. Copyright.
Sorry about that.
So ugly.
But yeah, look, all these were smashed. I had to smash all
Smash
those
all the
and
windows and stuff because it
reframe
had
all
an
the
ugly
windows.
ass.
all
Yeah.
that work
tile.
I had to do.
And
pay
then
for
you also had to
labor.
put spray foam in all of it too.
Well, look how good that looks.
Ew.
Now. As my cameraman, Z Bowker.
And then he had to concrete it
I had to
too.
fix all the concrete, sand the concrete down.
That was just that.
Before they built that.
This was the loft now,
So
like
this is now
upstairs.
after they done built the loft.
I need to change what this.
But they put this random like AC unit like in the worst possible
Right in the
location.
middle of the fucking
Middle of the
walkway
loft,
where
yeah.
the poles are popping out in your face. So
But see,
you're
this
gonna
would
have
be
to
my
move it.
look, like from this. I can see the skate park and everything,
able to see
but
that,
this
yeah.
isn't legal to have built this way. Like, it has to be enclosed.
Yep. And then like we were gonna be able to see the stage.
But
the
see how he
half
has
pipe.
just like bars sticking out, like, and then they're laying down
You see us all laying down
flooring.
flooring, dude. $2,000 in flooring that we put in, and the dude just threw it away.
And I stained all that, and then they're building the music booth.
Yep, boom, boom. Built the walls for the booth. Bang, look at that. It looks clean, don't it? Boy, we was killing it. Look at that. Wow.
And then the pressure washing the
Pressure
whole
washed
thing.
the whole entire place.
Yeah,
You know how
it's
much water
so
and time
dirty.
it took to do all that, dude? Days. Days.
There's my zebra print frame I still have in there.
They just put these walls. Bathrooms are probably still not done.
Okay, so it starts going downhill now where like shit's still not done and it's like February.
It's been like 8 months.
And they still haven't done-
put the toilets in. They put the one
And it
toilet
smells like
right
mold
next
in
to the
there.
wall.
And it smells like mold because he
They
has
have
mold
mold
growing
growing.
now and
There's still
everything.
mold on the wood.
All the
But
stuff
see,
they
like, why is
painted,
that in the middle of the loft right there?
He just
This is
randomly
all the
puts
floors
that
they
in
took
there.
out and threw away. They just now put these ducts in.
The booth was looking good.
No,
That whole warehouse was about to be Fantasy Factory 2.0. bro.
I know.
so cool.
But see, now there's mold everywhere growing.
The
Like,
mold,
look at all that
shit
mold
started
on there.
Just spreading everywhere,
Yeah.
dude.
It was nasty.
Look at it all up and down. Look at
so
that.
it's
All
starting
And we
over.
had already bleached it all already.
Wait, look at that.
So
Dude.
how can I possibly move in if it's not finished and ready?
And they had to take
Look,
all,
and then they
so
had to
he had
cut
to
it
take
all
all the
open.
drywall out again to like redo it.
And then after they redid it, it still had more mold in it. And I was
Like this
dude,
whole bathroom was filled with mold. It was nasty.
And I was like, dude, you can't have me move in like this.
Yeah, I
You
was
gotta
like
take
there.
care
So
of it
there's
all.
pictures now of all the leaks and stuff. That was March, and he told us in May.
May,
We'll talk about
yeah.
that in a minute, but yeah. But there's like leaks everywhere still.
All the stuff's still not done. Still mold everywhere.
no, I can see it dripping from that light.
Boom, look, still dripping from the dead center.
And then this is the video when we come in and we confront the workers and ask where our shit's at, and they said he threw it all away. So yeah.
Like,
I was like,
they just have my
all our stuff is
piled
in-
up,
yeah,
and just
and
throw
there's
my
mold all
drywall's
our
just thrown on
wood.
the side.
Yeah.
They're just in here tearing out stuff.
He like didn't even ask us to come grab it.
So the landlord went ahead and took all this shit and threw it all away and said he leased it to somebody else. So this dude just threw away all our boxes of flooring.
Did we talk to him that day?
Oh, so I included this picture because that was the day you found out that it was all gone, and you're
Oh,
so
dude,
sad
I
and
was
fell
so
asleep in
depressed.
the chair.
So depressed, dude. I was so mad. I was just like, dude, this dude just robbed me of like $12,000.
Because we were in a contract with him, and he signed while in a contract with us, and then
Yeah.
tried saying we didn't pay, but we're like, you didn't tell us to pay until you got the renovations done, which you never did.
And then on top of that, he was like, "Oh well, if
That
I
might be all
want to
of
play
it.
that way, then technically I'll sue you for the whole rent, which would have been like $460,000."
That was it.
And I was just like, "All right, man, that's we'll work this out and we'll get it done." So, needless to say, I got my $6,500 back. Right, you know what I mean?
What?
Craziness. Well, and I was just like,
Oh my god.
I was just like, yo, dude, like, so I
For
got my
real.
$6,500 back. You know, we washed our hands of the deal, called it an L for everything
So what did you
else.
think of the warehouse? You've never seen it before.
I would have been more pressed if I did put in all that time and labor, like,
Yeah.
here.
How do you think I felt with like Fabian, dude? Fabian like
Yeah, he
painted floors,
drywall,
dude,
yeah.
drywall. He did so much.
Because you
stuff
get so
there.
excited about this place, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
and it's literally right across from the drag stadium, and then he just like fucks you
ripped
over.
it. Just
So what
ripped it.
happened was we went to the city because he was dragging his fucking feet getting the permits and shit. So we went to the city and took care of it, and they said everything was fine. We just had to put in an egress door. So we went to talk to him saying, hey, this is the only thing that he's left on there. And that's when he wouldn't even answer the phone, and he just texted and said, I had to move on. I signed it to somebody else, and then like proceeded to throw all our shit away.
Bro, I would have been devastated.
Yeah. Because we had waited, so we put that down in September. It was May.
It was May.
Our lease is
Like,
up in
literally,
July.
like 9
Yeah.
months. Our lease was up at the old shop in July. We were like, all right, well, we have until July to go. May, June, July. We got 2 months to get out of here. And he's like, oh, yeah, we're going to. Like,
SOL.
just move on. SOL. So.
And then he
you know,
tried not giving back our security deposit, so that's why I had to talk to a lawyer, and we got that back.
Yeah,
But
and then, like I said, the lawyer was like, you know, if you
Sorry.
lose, you could lose up to $49,000 to $460,000 in a lawsuit. So, you know, just be careful trying to battle that in court. So we were just like, you know what, we'll get our deposit back and just wash our hands of everything
But
else.
he still ain't fixed nothing.
Still didn't
like,
fix nothing, yeah.
and he didn't pay the other half of the architect. He said he'd pay half, so
Yeah.
we paid the one
So we
half.
paid-
He never
we
paid the other half.
$1,300 for the architect. 1600
Yeah.
for that architect, and they drew up the blueprints, and then was like, yeah, the only reason we never gave them to you guys was because we never got the other half of the payment. And I was like, well, he was supposed to pay the other half. He was like, oh, well, he hasn't paid it to us. And I was like, well, he just signed a lease
Yeah.
to somebody else and kicked me out. So, and they were just like, oh, well, here's your paperwork. I guess we'll take an L on the other 1600 since he's obviously not going to pay it.
But it's like
And-
people get away with like not paying. That's what's so crazy. Like
Yeah.
he never had to pay it. Nothing happened to him.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
He just turned around and got more money from
And
somebody
he's like a
else.
pretty big deal here, and like that's why I thought we could trust him being like a legitimate business owner. But he was like so snaky.
Yeah,
That's why I
just-
just documented everything because I was like, nope, I'm not playing this.
Yeah.
Especially to have mold, you can't rent out a place if it has like asbestos growing. Then it's not livable. So
Right.
not that you live in it, but it doesn't matter because it's commercial.
Shit, you spend 12 to 13 hours a day up in that bitch. You living in there.
Right.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Well, like, and yeah, we would leave. We would stay till like 3 a.m. sometimes
3 a.m.
working. Yeah.
Golden. I'd go tattoo, and then I'd go
Yeah.
from tattooing in the morning time. I'd get done at
And
like
it's
5,
hard
6,
work.
7 o'clock, and
Yeah.
then I'd go stay there until like 3
Oh, yeah.
a.m.
Because it's drywalling, which I
remember
hate.
Thank God we didn't have to drywall this shit.
No, that
but
shit's a pain.
It was
God
bad.
damn, dude. I'd
Yeah.
be fucking.
You know.
And then we ended up going to LA for a music video or music album release and stuff, but
Everything went uphill after that.
Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the
Everything.
thing. That's what goes to show you that you got to kind of just roll with the punches because,
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
you know,
we lost everything.
if I would have signed into that and stayed there, I would have been paying $7,000 a month
Yeah.
immediately, and
Still would have had some snaky
still-
people.
still would have had people
Horrible
working for us.
landlord.
You know.
Oh, horrible workers.
The couple of cats that were working with
Cats.
us, they were doing some dirt, and it was just like they were just going to jeopardize the whole program, and we had to get rid of them, and
Red Rum don't play that shit, boy.
yeah, we don't play that shit, boy. And with that, we got invited to go to LA, so Kasky invited us to come out for that.
It was
that
like what, a
release
week
party.
later?
Like a week later,
Yeah,
he
we're
was
just like,
just like,
fuck
yo,
it.
he was like, I'm having a release party. If you guys can pull up, hit me up, and we'll give you an invitation if we feel that you guys should be able to come. And we hit him up, and he hit us back with a voicemail and was like, yo, come on out if you guys are serious about it. And
2 months later, he's up in this building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like in this actual
In this-
studio that
in this
you all are
studio we were-
recording in, yeah.
yeah, so
podcasting
we
in.
go to LA, we tie in with that, we watch that go down, we ran into Mod Sun while we were there, Lost in Vegas, a couple other people, ran into
Tom
one of the-
Hanks's
run
son,
into Tom
Chet.
Hanks' son Chet.
You did push-ups with
push-ups
him.
with Chet.
If I have a video, I'll insert it right here.
Yeah.
If I still
And then
have it.
we ran into the homeboy Chris Aldini, who was in one of mine and Kasky's music videos. So in that warehouse.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't
Before
even
we
know how
got
we spaced it.
Kicked
So,
out for no reason.
While in the warehouse, we were building the studio, doing all that. We had Kasky pull up for my song "Stay Humble, Hustle Hard," and
Which
we
is
had-
out.
which is out on YouTube. You can check that out, and it's featuring Kasky. And we had him pull up for the music video, so we were in there shooting the music video, and got a bunch of great shots and clips. So when we go to do all that, we have a show that night. In that show, we got some more clips for the video. There was a Kasky fan named Chris that was caught in the back of the crowd, and he made it in the video. And when we went to LA, that dude Chris had seen me there and was like, "Yo, Jrock, what's up?" And I was just like, "Yo, nobody here knows who I am."
Yeah,
Who's
you're like,
saying
"What?"
my name?
I'm across the
Yeah.
Oh yeah, never even been here.
Never been to LA before in my life. You know,
Yeah.
now there's somebody at this random
nerd.
party like yelling my name, and I'm like, "Yo, what the hell?" And he's like, "Yo, I seen you were on Instagram Live, and on your live, I seen my hat." And I turned around, I was like, "Yo, he's here." So he came up and said, "What's up?" And that's a whole trip. So he's going to be here this month, and we're going to actually have him as a guest on the podcast, and we're going to talk about that trip a little more in
nice.
depth. So I don't want to.
It's definitely like an inspirational
Super
trip,
inspirational. All the things that happened and the dots that were connected were just like so amazing. Life totally changed. It was so dude was so respectful. Kasky, Tasty, everybody at the party was super, super cool. I met a lot of cool people. Razorfish, shout out to Razorfish. And met this guy from Solon Art Company who makes tattoo clothes. Like, it was just such a great plug to be there, and none of it would have happened if we didn't
get
lose the
fucked
warehouse.
over.
So it's like
Yeah.
it's like with every really bad situation, you don't know exactly what good can come out of it. So
And trust, it's definitely hard to like not stress because you're
Yeah.
like, I have no
stress the
clue
whole
what we're
time,
gonna do.
dude. You know, like
Because our landlord wouldn't let us do month to month because he was pissed.
He was
Because you had to
mad.
give like a 90-day notice in Florida if you're not going to re-sign your lease. And so he was like, pretty much like, no, fuck you. Like,
Right.
I'm not doing month to month with you. So,
So it's like we just lose
we're like
all that
scrambling.
money, and then we were like, do we just drop money on tickets and hotels
Yeah.
and just go to LA? Like, is that what we do? And we were just like, I guess. Like, what else we got? You know, like everything else is gone. Like, let's try to do something. So, you know, we did that. We recorded a song with Tasty up in North Hollywood. That track's coming out soon. Make sure you peep it. You know, then we came back and tried to figure out our game plan and drove around a little bit. Boom. Seen this place for lease. We checked it out and everything worked from there, you know. Put in the work, moved, got everything situated, got set up. And the first line of business being in our new building was we sold a feature with Kasky to our homie up in Canada, Junk, and had them pull up to the studio here. So first line of business
Red Rum recorded them.
was set up the studio, make sure that it was equipped, ready for the guys to come in and record. We got that ready to go, and then Kasky and them pulled up. They shot,
Gasky.
you know, ran out of gas.
Gasky.
No Gasky.
Gasky, no gas.
Little inside joke for
Inside
y'all.
joke for us. But so he pulls up, they record the music, they do the song, and then we had to go do a show with Doobie and Kasky.
Nah, you make that sound too light.
Too easy. It
Look,
couldn't
bro.
be that easy. Nothing
Look,
in life
bro,
is that easy
We
with
were
us.
recording. We had to be on at 7:15, and we got done recording at 7 o'clock.
Yeah. I had
I
a
went
run
from
down.
being a producer to a DJ in like
Yep.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
We packed everything up and fucking ran.
And it's what, like 2 blocks down
It's
the
like
road?
2 blocks.
Two
The
blocks
venue's like
down.
2 blocks down, and
Because we're in downtown right now.
The promoter's like, "Hey man, you got to be on stage at 7 o'clock." And
Which
I
is
was
so
like,
early.
I was like, "Yo,
Like,
dude,
fuck, bro.
So early.
that's not gonna happen." My DJ is using his laptop for the
The
set
headliner.
to produce
Yeah.
a
For
track
Kasky.
for Kasky, who is your headliner. And they're in the booth right now,
Yeah.
taking care of business that's already been paid for. Like, there's no way we're gonna speed that up. It's
They're
just
like,
gonna
we
have
don't
to be
fucking
done,
care.
and we need to. We'll be here by 7. And he was just like, "We need to be here by 7:05 at the latest." I'm like, "All right, dude." So I get back over here. Boom, we get them done. Pack up,
Run
shoot over to the venue, get in there,
Killed that
instantly
shit,
jump
bro.
on stage and kill that shit, man.
Killed that shit. Had a good ass turnout. Fucking Kasky went on next, and we had the crowd hype. Everything
Yeah,
was
it was
jumping,
really
bro.
good.
Everything
That
was
was
fucking
fun.
jumping.
Great show. One of
A
my
lot of
favorite
fun.
ones.
So that was
Yeah.
cool though to have all that, and just because like y'all stayed positive and like knew it would be okay, even though it was like do or die.
Do or die.
Like
You gotta take
figure
those
it out.
risks in life. Like
Yeah.
Jrock and Liz are the perfect example of just taking risk and watching shit blow up. Like,
Yeah.
So for all you naysayers, man,
Mhm.
fuck y'all. Take them risks, bro. Take
Yeah.
them risks.
Rest, man.
Yep.
because it'll pay off in the end, you know. And it's not like an immediate response or a quick
No.
return. You know? Like,
Not at all.
they're months. They're
It's like
months and
years.
months and months. I mean, dude, like thinking about like the first time I ever met Kasky and Mod's son and them, you know, I didn't even have my tattoo shop at that point in time. Like I
So it was like
just
4 years ago.
it was about 4.5 years ago, and I remember going. I only got a couple $100 in my pocket. I heard Mod and Kasky were playing. So we take the chance. We go down there. We buy meet and greets, and you know, Kasky takes his shoe off. Boom, throws it. Hits me in the fucking face with it. Just about. I caught it live on Snapchat. If you want the fucking receipts, I'll send them to you. And
4 feet.
4 feet for sure. And then all of a sudden I asked him, I'm like, yo, will you sign the shoe? He signs the shoe and we meet. It's a great experience. Nicest meet and greets I've ever been with a celebrity. And then all these years to come, you know, bang, I get my new tattoo parlor. I open up 3 years down there. We do our thing. We all of a sudden, bang, meet Kasky, do the song. Bang, hit the warehouse, do a video. Bang, go to LA, go to this release party. And then bang, do this song and go to the show. I made Kasky a pair of shoes. He's out here performing. Same thing happens. He takes his shoes off. He throws them out in the crowd. A couple of kids catch him. Boom. He puts the shoes I make for him on his feet. Finishes the show in my shoes. I'm like, hey, that's tight. Then all of a sudden we're out at our merch booth, and a couple of kids that caught the shoes had him autograph them, and then come up to me and ask me if I will autograph Kasky's shoes. And in that moment, I'm looking at myself like, dude, in 3 to 4 years, this went full circle from me being the kid catching the shoe and having Kasky autograph it and having that experience to being the guy on the stage with Kasky and seeing someone else catch those shoes and have them ask me to autograph them. It was like, you know, the first shoe had Kasky and Mod's son. Now these other shoes have Kasky and Jrock and that whole experience. And it was just like, to see that flip around in a full 360 a couple years later, it was like extremely like mind-blowing, you know. And if you want something bad enough and you stay true, stay humble, keep working, hustle hard, it'll happen. You know, it'll pay off in the end, and you know, you'll be really happy with the payout for sure. It's satisfying.
It's like, it's not a quick return like you said, but that shit definitely is satisfying. Like, y'all, we went about damn near 4 months without getting paid here.
4 months without being able to work.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
And then
whole nother story.
But it pays out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is so worth it. So definitely take those risks. You never know what connections you'll make.
You never know who's watching. You
Never
never know who's paying
watching.
attention to your work ethic. You know,
never know.
Seeing if you're ready to take the opportunity that they're trying to give you, or that you're even asking for. Because you know, sometimes you're gonna ask for features and opportunity and work, but it's like some people know that you're not ready for it. They've been peeping on the side and seeing like, all right, they're almost ready, but it's like you don't know who's watching, when it's gonna happen. All you could do is always be prepared, be ready, positive, and when the opportunity hits and knocks on the door, you answer it and just run and take whatever it is and apply it. You know, and don't be closed-minded either, because a lot of these people are going to tell you something that you might already know or think you already know or have down pat, but reality, they're probably giving you hidden gems that you really needed and that you overlooked on something. And like all of that is just little pieces to the puzzle that are going to plan out and just unfold right in front of you. And everything that you're asking for, you're going to receive probably more than you even could imagine coming from it. Like being with these other artists from Canada and working with setting up all these extra shows that we're doing now, like this is all stuff that we had started putting into motion 4 or 5 years ago, and the way they're going now, like people call us and pay us for booked gigs. People are calling us and renting our space. We're being paid and recorded with some of the top engineers and top artists around the country, up and coming musicians and celebrities that are B-list and moving up, you know. And it's from how we've worked, how we've approached it, how we've presented ourselves, the business that we've wanted to put out, making sure it has a fair return for both. Nobody's trying to take advantage of people. And now all of that is just kind of blessing us in this moment. And, you know, there's a lot more to come from it. And I'm really, really, really stoked for what's in store. And I'm glad to have all of you guys as a part of the team. Couldn't do it without Red Rum, Roma, Fabian, all the new people on the team, Scarpino, Tattoos by News. Like, none of this stuff would be possible without each piece. So it takes this whole team you know, all of you guys for liking, subscribing, supporting, getting tattoos, buying our merch, supporting all of our events coming out, and just, you know,
Yeah, it
even just
means a
sharing.
lot. Join the Ox
Yeah,
fam.
it means the world to us, especially to see how much it means to you guys and what we do and how we do it and why we do it, and to see like what it does for you guys in your life. We love that.
And then we'll have a new podcast out next Monday.
Next
right?
Monday, yeah,
Okay.
we're trying
You want to
do
wrap it
every
up real
Monday.
quick?
We got a couple, like I said, got a couple of guests next week. We have an event in Orlando that we should be hopefully hitting. And after that, I guess Saldini's going to come down from New Hampshire. I think we got my homeboy Macon Amilla, who's an artist from Orlando, is going to be coming up and doing an interview with us. And then we'll see what else we can tie in. But for now, if you guys like what you're hearing, enjoying the vibes, make sure you hit that subscribe button, put your notifications on so you know when we got new drops for the podcast, the shows, the events, the music, you know, everything else that we do. It was great talking with y'all. Hope y'all have a good weekend, and we'll see you next Monday.